Hey guys and gals, welcome back to the channel. This time I'm bringing you a review of Daniel Craig's final outing as James Bond. Now, before I get into this review, I'd like to sum you guys and gals up on my overall experience with Daniel Craig as James Bond and also my prior experience with the iconic James Bond. Now, I didn't grow up with the Sean Connery version, Timothy Dalton version, or Roger Moore version of Bond. It was more or less in the 90s with Pierce Brosnan starting with GoldenEye. And that's where I was introduced to Bond. Pierce Brosnan was my Bond. Now, in the aftermath of them rebooting the franchise, starting with Casino Royale and introduction of Daniel Craig as James Bond, I felt that this was more dark, gritty, almost Jason Bourne-like Bond. And I'm going to put up my letterbox reviews of Casino Royale, Quantum Solace, Skyfall, and Spectre, which my overall feelings about those movies were pretty good. Casino Royale, I felt, was a solid movie. It got 5 stars out of 5 from me on my letterbox. Quantum of Solace got a 3.5. It's understandable they had a writer's strike during this time, along with Skyfall, which I gave 5 stars out of 5 too, and then Spectre, which the Sam Mendes follow up, I gave 4 out of 5 stars for that movie. Now, one thing that I noticed from the get go of the Daniel Craig era of Bond is that there were breadcrumbs in Casino Royale, even through Quantum Solace, all the way to No Time to Die, about Spectre, Bloomfield, and the whole MI6 against Spectre, and so on and so forth. And even though his gadgets weren't a thing, he was more a fisticuff Bond, I thoroughly enjoyed it. His subdued um, performances by Craig. And as for No Time to Die, I felt this, with no puns intended, was a nice swan song for Daniel Craig to go out on. Even though originally his contract was for 7 Bond movies before um, before he felt the 5th one would be his last. No Time to Die has him facing off against Rami Malek's character, Saffron. And that ties into Madeline Swan's character. And for the most part, it is a nice ending touch for Bond. He goes out with a bang, and we know we'll get another Bond in the next 5 years, give or take. And for me, this was more of an emotional, character-driven Bond with hints of action beats action set pieces. And then the villain, was a cross between Christopher Waltz's Bloomfield and Rami Malek's Safin. The villain was a little thin, even though it was nanotechnology, and it didn't interrupt the passing between him and his daughter. And for me, it was a nice way of this era of James Bond to go out. I felt the performances were solid across the board. Yes, a few characters within Daniel Craig's era of Bond died, and that was bound to happen. And it was a nice bow tie-up for it. So, yes, I do recommend you watch it. And add it to your collection. Watch it digitally or Blu-ray, DVD, whatever you have. And my score for No Time to Die, to go out with a swan song, I give 5 stars out of 5. I thought it was solid. I know I'm trending right now with my 5 stars, but it's okay. Most likely No Time to Die will be in my top 21 movies of this year. So, without further ado, if you enjoyed this review and you stayed this long, and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe notification bell down below. Also, leave me a comment in the comment section down below. What movie or TV show you would like me to review for you, and I'll put it on my list to do. And lastly, if you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up, a like. I appreciate it. Helps the algorithm, helps you find me and me find you. So, with that said, everyone stay safe. I'll see you guys and gals on the next one. Bye for now.